Parents, beware. Monsters are among us. He was arrested because he took a 13-year-old child across state lines. Police said the 13-year-old girl met Graham on Roblox.
What you're looking at on the screen right here is probably the biggest Roblox news we're gonna have all year long.
Yeah, Roblox, the multi-billion-dollar company, is suing a YouTuber for $1.6 million.
That's more money than I've ever made in my entire life.
Behind the hugely popular social gaming platform Roblox lies a sinister force that continues to lure gamers, a majority of whom are children, into a world of monsters that secretly lie among us. In this video, I will reveal Roblox's connections to child gambling, child labor, stock market manipulation, bribery, bureaucracy, censorship, work exploitation, black markets, sexual predators, and pretty much every other problem we face in the 21st century. If you get a hold of this video, watch it, share it, save it, and do it quickly, before Roblox has this taken down as it has with other similar videos in the past. Together, let's unveil the dark side of this seemingly benign children's game. Roblox was the brainchild of David Baskuski and Eric Cassell. After receiving his computer science and engineering degree from Stanford, Baskuski launched his first business, the Knowledge Revolution Company. His main product was a 2D physics simulator called Interactive Physics. It was a smashing success in the physics community and was hailed as one of the first interactive physics simulators in the world. It went on to winning multiple awards, and Cassell, who would later on become Baskuski's business partner and co-founder, applied and was selected for the VP of Engineering at Knowledge Revolution. The company prospered under the united leadership of both men. Its success caught the attention of MSC Software, who would later purchase Knowledge Revolution, with David and Eric maintaining their senior positions in the business. During this time, the pair acquired tremendous business experience while also gaining a high level of understanding in an untapped niche. The men noted just how much fun students had fiddling around with their program and messing around with the simulator, and this became the framework of Roblox's core concept, a three-dimensional virtual world where anything imagined by a gamer could be created by the gamer. For its time, the plan was exceedingly ambitious. In fact, many find it comparable to a rough version of the metaverse. Its graphics were blocky and unclear, which incredibly turned out to become one of its strongest features. Even with $500,000 in funding, it was a long and painful process to build the Roblox concept. The hardware we have today was not available then, and there were no other three-dimensional open reality simulators around. Baskuski and Cassell needed to take care of the development software and selling the concept to investors at the same time, until they completed Roblox in 2006. At this point, Roblox needed to focus on a specific market, children, which is apparent in its resemblance to Lego. Banking on Lego's popularity, but offering so much more, Roblox gave its players, children, the ability to create their own online games and upload them into the platform for other users to play with as well. This has always been Roblox's core concept and is what skyrocketed it to fame. It is also precisely how Roblox has grown consistently over the years. Of course, new features would be added to the game as it continued to grow. New tweaks and improvements would be made here and there until Roblox chanced upon its biggest addition to date, the game's economy. The Roblox team introduced Robux, their own in-game currency, in May 2007. Players could get a hold of this currency through the Builders Club subscription, through direct purchase, or by trading it with other players for games that they made, or even for real money. All these helped expand Roblox's economy and fuel it until the present day. Because of how popular it was becoming, Robux was losing value as a currency, and Roblox started incorporating new features into their economy to combat this. The most noteworthy of all was a virtual stock market in which Roblox would regularly release new items that players could buy and sell later for a potential profit. Everything was going according to plan until the firm was hit with devastating news. Co-founder Eric Cassell, a visionary whose work was integral to the company's success, had died, and although his passing was mourned by his company and community, his creation would continue to grow. By the end of 2016, Roblox already had 30 million active users, which naturally attracted new interest from investors. This helped the company secure $82 million in funding and bring about even greater achievements for the company. By mid-2019, the 30 million active users had more than tripled to over 100 million active users. But they weren't done just yet. When the COVID pandemic hit and children had no choice but to stay indoors, Roblox annual revenue continued to skyrocket until it tripled to close to $1 billion by the end of 2020. Despite these numbers, the company was losing money. Massive numbers of gamers needed to be hosted and moderated at the same time, requiring an extensive service system to kept in check. In 2021, the Roblox servers went down for 3 straight days. It was becoming more and more apparent that the cost of keeping Roblox running was too much to handle. Insiders attribute this as the reason why Roblox decided to go public in March 2021. The move gave Roblox some short-term funds, as it soared 54% on its first day of trading. However, new shareholders only added more pressure on the company. And to ease the pressure, Roblox's only resort was to try and squeeze as much money as it could from its gamers, a user base composed mostly of children. Now, the metaverse is certainly the first thing that springs to mind when thinking about the potential of an independent nation built solely online. But you might be surprised to learn that Roblox is likely to beat Meta to it, along with having full control over the platform's target audience and digital real estate. With Roblox controlling its own currency, which has real-world value, it's able to function completely independently from any regulatory institutions. Everything in the Roblox economy is essentially free to the company, making whatever they use and develop on the back end their only real expense. And because Roblox is fully online, they have free reign and are untouchable by any regulation that protects workers from exploitation. All of the laws that protected the regular workers are pretty much inapplicable to Roblox and their staff, making it comparable to the 19th century version of a 19th century industrial revolution, wherein businesses were able to self-regulate. The fact is, child labor is nothing new for Roblox. The company exploits children by using deceptive advertising and public relations strategies to give them false impressions that they can profit from creating games. They manipulate with promises that creators can make good money by creating content using their built-in studio. This strategy frequently leads kids to become overeager and exploited for the slim chance that their game will make any money at all. When a game really does become successful, Roblox rakes in the profits, and the creator is none the wiser, or richer. An anonymous whistleblower once revealed how Roblox's India-based support team was expected to work 10-hour shifts while being paid an average monthly wage of $400. The workers also had to put up with inhumane work conditions, take on graveyard shifts, and switch schedules every 2 months. Although the whistleblower did not share any of his personal information, he did provide substantial evidence of his ties with Roblox as an employee. Presently, Roblox has over 230 million active users, with most of them creating their own experiences for other players. And if you're wondering why these games are called experiences instead of the games that they are, it's because the terminology is able to legally separate Roblox from being a game distributor. The player base creates the games on the platform, which enables the company to simply sit back and take a sizable cut of all revenue, which is how Roblox actually generates most of its revenue. The company even pays its employees in Robux, which, if done outside of their online platform, would be considered illegal. People Make Games once made a video comparing Robux to Scrip, a kind of company credit that was used to pay staff for mining and logging employees in the past. Because it was not real money, the employees would have no choice but to use the credit to pay for goods from company-owned stores, placing the money right back into the pockets of bureaucrats. This also tied the employees to the company they worked for because they had no money to use in the real world. It was a scheme designed to exploit workers, until it was deemed unconstitutional in the 1930s. So how is it, you might ask, that the modern day version of the practice is tolerated in a company as big as Roblox? First of all, there's no online regulatory board that prohibits Roblox from doing this, meaning they can practice this without breaking any laws. To make matters worse, both the conversion rates and withdrawal conditions are steep, requiring a threshold of 100,000. With an amount this high, any player who has considerably less than this would be forced into spending that money in the platform instead of converting it into US dollars, a sneaky tactic that a big chunk of their user base aged 12 and under fall prey to. Instead of protecting its target audience of young gamers, Roblox allows black market economies to take advantage of these children who are trying to make a couple of dollars by creating experiences on the platform. Instead of giving all creators a fair chance to promote their work, large companies that bribe Roblox win bids for advertising slots, free promotions, and keep a corrupted bureaucracy running in full effect. As it is, only a small percentage of creators can create actual games on the platform. This saves Roblox a ton of money, with a higher concentration of players focused on specific experiences rather than spread out across a larger number of them. The SEO fiasco, also known as the Sonic Eclipse Online, is another example that demonstrates the monstrosities behind Roblox. A top-notch, highly experienced developer was caught engaging in predatory behavior towards underage children, while likewise displaying homophobic and racist behavior. The creator was sending inappropriate sexual messages to a 14-year-old girl, and only when she spoke up about him did others come forward to share similar experiences. Despite this, he was able to get away with it with barely a scratch, claiming that the explicit messages presented as evidence against him were merely jokes. Roblox banned his main account, but allowed alternative accounts and his existing experiences to stay on. Like a dictator, Roblox also attempts to censor anyone or anything who speaks up against its platform. Without an official forum, or because game or experience development is done exclusively via third-party platforms, Roblox is able to wash its hands easily when it comes to any complaint filed against it. Something else that might surprise you is that Roblox's official store is more loathsome than the black markets. The online store offers what they brand as collectibles, which are goods that are available only temporarily. Later, other users resell these for astronomical sums. Roblox also takes a 30% share from all collectibles sales, in addition to the main market, with some of the goods they are selling on average for over $10,000. Artificial scarcity is then used to make even more money from the virtual items they control the market for, and they enlist the aid of well-known companies like Gucci in their strategy. At its core, this is gambling. But because it takes place entirely online and uses Robux rather than dollars, it's completely legal. Roblox has discovered an absurd flaw that allows children to gamble. Roblox is enthusiastically embracing this kid-friendly form gambling. And since kids have less inhibition than adults, the business model is very lucrative. A lot of what they do would be completely illegal if it weren't taking place online. The legal system's failure to keep up with the virtual world is the very reason Roblox is able to get away with as much as it is. Despite its insane popularity, there are just so many issues with the company, so many ways Roblox is taking advantage of legal loopholes and of children. It would be devastating for Roblox and the metaverse as a whole if any of these loopholes really closed. Therefore, the company is doing everything in its power to suppress and manage the narrative surrounding its dubious actions. Thanks for watching.